Okay. All right, guys. This is going to be our first Sunday setup, and so I have found in my business that I am most successful and productive when I take the time on Sunday night to plan out my posts for the week, to really plan my business. So on Sunday, like I take the day with my family. I don't work at all during the day, but then Sunday night I always set aside, 30 minutes, an hour to plan my week. That way on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I know exactly who I need to reach out to, exactly what I need to post. I'm not having to scramble and do things. The last few weeks, I have not done this. It says earlier, but I haven't done this because I've been traveling or I've had sick kids. And y'all, my posts have not been consistent. My messaging has not been consistent. I can tell a huge, huge difference in business when I'm not doing this. So I wanted to share with you guys tonight kind of what this looks like for me every week. And I want it to be a great way for us to kind of hold each other accountable. I would love for y'all to hold me accountable, for me to be able to hold y'all accountable. If this is something that you're really wanting to do, if you're wanting to take this business seriously, if you're wanting to build a team, this is what it takes. It's not hard, but it does require effort. It does require thought and just being intentional about your time. So for me, this fits the way that my brain works. I'm a former teacher. I love lists. I love being organized. And so this works for me. Don't feel like this is what you have to do. But I want you to take what we're doing tonight and find how you can do the same thing in your own way. This is not like a one-size-fits-all at all. But it's been helpful for me. I know Laura Lee does something similar on Sunday nights. Anyways, it just makes a huge difference in my week. Because if I don't do this, then I feel like on Monday, I'm scrambling through trying to find a post to put up. And then I'm like scrolling through Facebook. I'll spend 45 minutes scrolling through Facebook trying to find 5 people to reach out to. But if I do the work ahead of time, then I can do it in carpool. I can do it, during nap time. I can do it while dinner's cooking. I can do it in my nooks and crannies. Otherwise, I'm just wasting a whole bunch of time. So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do, I have my list. We are going to message customers who have orders going out this week. This is really important because I don't know if you've ever gotten a message from a customer that's upset because an order has gone out and they're not ready for it, or they need to change their order. They are our customers, and it's our job to take care of them. So this is a great way to be consistent with following up with your customers, especially those who've been taking the products for a longer time. I have a hard time sometimes following up with customers and checking in with them when they've been taking the products for 6 months, and I know that they love them. They don't need me to check in with them as much, but I still want to make sure that I'm making contact with them to make sure they're still doing okay, to make sure they don't need to add a product, change a product. So this is how I do that. So what you need to do, if you've never done this before, it's super simple. All you have to do is go into your back office. And I was going to screen share, but I tried to do it earlier and it wasn't working. So I'm going to explain it to you. You're going to go into back office, and then on the left-hand side of your screen, it says My Business. You're just going to click on PV and on wholesale customers, or points and rank up is what it says. So you're going to click on both of those. When you click on PV, it will tell you your preferred customers and when their orders go out. So you're just going to look at their subscriptions and see, okay, who is going out October, what's the week? Today's the 14th through the 21st. You need to look for people whose products are shipping 10/14 to 10/21. And then the same thing with wholesale customers. When you go to points and rank up, you can sort through by subscription and say, okay, whose products are going out 10/24 through 10/14 through 10/21. So that's the people whose orders are going out this week. If you don't have anyone whose orders are going out this week, that's fine. Look in your back office and see, okay, who has not ordered in a while? Who had a subscription set up last month, but they don't have one set up this month. Or, hey, this person was supposed to ship last week and it didn't. Let's check in with them and see what happened. A lot of times, well, not a lot of times, but you will see people whose credit card has expired. They haven't updated it. It's a good time to check in with them. Or someone who's canceled their order. Check in with them and say, hey, I saw your order didn't go through last month. Just wanted to check in. How are you feeling okay? Do we need to change anything? Don't be afraid to check in on those people who cancel their order. But this is when you're going to show your customers some love, check in with them. Y'all, they have trusted you with their money. They have trusted you with their health. So it's so important for you to follow up with them after they've done that. For some people, this is a lot of money every single month. For us, it is. Your products are a lot of money. And so if I'm paying that money to somebody, I want to know that I'm getting customer care from them. I want to know that they care enough about me to check in with me. So I think this is such a huge part of our business. And I really wanted to show you guys a really easy way of checking with your people every single week. So right now, go through your back office. I'm going to give us like 7 or 8 minutes to look at your back office and see who's shipping out this week and send them a message. Your message can be something as simple as, hey, Kara, I saw that your products are shipping this week. Just wanted to make sure that was okay with you, or is there anything we need to change before it ships? Super simple. There's nothing, you don't need to make it long, you don't need to make it complicated. Just keep it easy. So if y'all have any questions on that, anybody have questions? Laura Lee, what do you send when you send yours?
I send that.
Yeah, okay. So super simple. And most of the time, I feel like 99% of the time I get, no, I'm doing great. Still love the products. Thanks so much for checking in with me. So I'm going to give you guys some time, and I'll actually give you 5 minutes. I don't think it'll take that long, but 5 minutes. I'll set the timer. See y'all go.
Amy, I have a question when you're
Yeah.
done. Is there an easier way to view back office? And I know this is like total first world problems.
Oops. Okay, say that one more time. Is there an easier way to view back office?
So that I'm not having to scroll to the right and then scroll to the left. I know that seems so silly.
No, I know. I hate having to do that too. No, not that I know. I wish that I could make that gray thing on the side smaller.
Yes. I was just making sure.
No, I used to print mine out at the beginning of the month. But now mine changes so much that I can't really do that.
Yeah.
But I used to print it out, and then I had a list of whose orders are shipping when, because I hate scrolling over. It drives me
Well, I
crazy.
just lose the line. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that really when they're so. I mean, it's not a huge deal, but I just want
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I know. I think the same thing. Okay. So now we've reached out to our customers and followed up with them. Okay. Next thing I do on Sunday Sunday nights is I check in with my new customers. So if I have any that has signed up within the last month and they're not in those first like 2 weeks, then I'll check in with them on a Sunday night. So my follow-up schedule is every like 3 days for the first 2 weeks. And then after that, I check in with them once a week until they get through their 60 days. And so I check in with them on Sunday nights. All I say is, hey, how are you doing? How are you feeling your products? And then I ask them specific questions depending on who it is and what their goal is and how they've been doing. But something Lindsay really encourages us to do, which is something that I'm working on getting better at, is to ask really specific questions. So ask them like, how much water are you drinking? How many of your products are you taking? Are you being consistent? There's a great graphic on our team page that you can go back and look. But don't just ask them how they're feeling, because that's a really easy question to respond to. They can just say, good, and that'd be it. Ask them specific questions that's related to their goal, and then that's directly related to like their products and how they're taking them. So we're just going to spend a few minutes doing this. I'll give you like 3 or 4 minutes to message your new people. Okay. Do y'all need any more time? Okay. Okay. I don't even know how many minutes that was. It was 2 or 3, but unfortunately, I haven't added as many this month, so it didn't take me long. Do y'all need a few more minutes?
No, I'm good.
Okay. Okay. So this is kind of where we get to the meat of it. This is your new reach out. So who are you going to reach out to this week that you have not reached out to before? Our goal is to reach out to about 5 people a day. And so about 25 people a week. But depending on what your goal is, depends on how many people you're going to reach out to. This week, my goal is to do 10 people a day because I know that next week while I'm out of town, I'm not going to be reaching out to people. I'm probably not going to have cell service. And so I'm trying to finish my October goals this week. And so my goal is a little bit more aggressive this week, but I know that if I put the work in and the time in this week, that next week I won't have to worry about it. I can just do little things along the way. But if I don't get, if I don't have great cell service, I can still know that I work my business. And so, think about what your goal is for October. Are you shooting for a consistency club? Are you trying to hit silver again? Are you trying to set up for a new rank up? Whatever your goal is, think about what that is when you're trying to decide who and how you're going to reach out this week. When I am trying to find new people to reach out to, honestly, the first place I start is I'll go through my phone, because when I am, on my phone during the week, and if I see somebody post something about how they're looking for a new job, or how their child has a cold for the 4th time in a row, or they're put on antibiotics again, or they have a migraine, they've had a migraine for 4 days, whatever it is, I'll screenshot that and I'll save it to my phone. And so on Sundays, I'll go back and look to see, okay, did anybody post something this week that I can maybe follow up with them or reach out to them about? So I'll do that. I also look at birthdays on Facebook. I've already sent them a birthday message, but I'll go back and say, okay, whose birthday is it this week? Who do I need to reach out to? And then, at the end, I'll go and I'll just look through my Facebook friends. I'll say, okay, who have I not reached out to yet? And I'll look at my list. I have my list of, it was a list of 100. Now it's several pages long, but I'll go through and see, okay, who have I not reached out to yet that's on my list? That is why your list is so important, y'all. It is so, so important, because it makes your life so much easier when you're sitting down to plan out your week. So that's what we're going to do right now. So I have, again, this is what I was talking about. It just depends on your personality and what works for you. But I have a calendar that I write down every single week who I am reaching out to. This works really well for me. So I have this week, this is what I'm going to write down, my 5 people and who I'm going to follow up with. The great thing about this is I can flip back and look at weeks past and see who I've reached out to, who did not respond. And it's a good way for me to look at my follow-ups. So that's just a side note. But I'm going to give you guys probably 10 minutes to, if you need more time, let me know. But 10 minutes to make your list for who you're going to reach out to this week. If you have any questions while you're doing it, just let me know. But time's starting now.
And you're not messaging anybody, right? You're just making a list. Okay.
I just realized I was muted when I was
Read your
responding to.
lips.
Yes.
That's the benefits of being deaf. You can read lips.
y'all let me know when you're done. I totally forgot to set the timer, so I don't want to stop y'all too early. But
I'm really just going through people that have liked my photos this weekend.
that's a good way to do it too.
Well, I haven't reached out to because I'm so bad. I do such a bad job of keeping an updated list of 100.
That's a good way to do it. Because then you know those people are actually seeing your post.
Right. And like on the weekends, I really don't post about Plexus a ton.
Yeah.
And so little do they know.
They're on your list now. I had some people post on this soup one that I did, and I don't even know who they are.
I know.
Like, are you a Plexus friend or?
Yeah, I've got 25 people, so I'm good.
Okay. All right. Let's go then. Write down some more name. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is write down follow-ups. So who do you need to follow up with? Who have you reached out to before? And they've either said no thank you, or they just haven't responded, or they said they're going to order from you and they never did. But go through your follow-up list and write down about 3 people a day. If you don't feel like you have anybody who like a potential that you need to follow up with the customer. Find people that you need to follow up with. To me, the follow-up list is much easier than the new reach out list. But who do you need to check in on? If it is someone who has not joined yet, they're a potential customer, then just say something like, hey, I know that I've messaged you before. Just wanted, to reach back out to you again to check in and see if anything had changed. We're coming into the holiday season. This is a great way to jumpstart a healthy new year. So I'm going to go live about this tomorrow, but this is such a prime time of year for Plexus that I think people don't take advantage of enough, because we are setting ourselves up right now for January. So we're about to have Halloween, which means lots of candy, or then Thanksgiving, then Christmas. So we're going back to back to back, 3 heavy food, heavy snacking holidays. And so this is a great time for people to get on board, to help them control their hunger, to help them control their sugar cravings, all those things. So that's when you're following up with people, that's what you need to be talking about right now. Girl, we're coming up on like sugar overload. Let me help you say no to those sweets. Let me help you say no to these snacks, so that when January comes around, you're not fighting an extra 15 pounds or an extra 10 pounds. That's what follow-ups need to look like this time of year. So think of people that you can reach back out to. Your goal is to be 3 people a day. So take a little bit of time. I'm actually going to set my timer this time. And probably like 7 or 8 minutes to do that. So let's go. And just like the time's not up yet, we still have like one more minute. But just to kind of throw this out there too, when I am doing my follow-ups, my goal is to have one business builder that I'm following up with, and then two potentials. And then anything on top of that, I'll follow up with like customers. And I've just started doing that the last few months because I found that I was focusing a lot more on the products than I was on the business. And so, so this week, at least one person every day that I'm reaching out to is someone who I'm specifically going after for the business, someone who I really feel like would benefit from the business, or someone who would be awesome at the business, if they, are not showing interest in it. But anyways, side note, that's what I have been doing with my follow-ups. Okay, thumbs up. That thing scares me every time, and so I never said it because I see junk. Okay, so the last thing that I plan on Sunday nights is posting. This is not something that I've always done, but it definitely is super helpful. And again, just like with everything else, this helps my week go so much more smoothly when I have planned this ahead of time. I also makes my posting a little bit more cohesive, like it all kind of flows together instead of being these random posts throughout the week. So, like we talked about, or I talked about a few minutes ago, this is the end of the year. This is when people put the most weight on because it's fall, it's sweater season. We can cover up a little bit easier. We're snacking on our kids' candy. Hello, what mama cannot relate to having a bag of candy hidden, before Halloween? I know before Plexus, I would go and buy one, get one free candy at Publix, and hide a bag, just like a snack on it during the week. So this is a great thing to post about these next few weeks. So think about products that help control our hunger, help control our carb intake. So I've got Slim Hunger Control, Probio 5. Let's get rid of those sugar cravings. You can partner that with BioCleanse. Post about BioCleanse. Let's see. Hunger Control, Probio 5 block, cuts carbs in half. So, kind of think of a theme kind of for the week and focus on those types of posts. So you can do a product post one day. Reach those people who have very sciencey personalities. Sciencey is definitely not a word. I don't have that personality. People who like data, who like facts, who like numbers. Think about a post maybe for them. Think about a testimony. Find one that relates to someone who, has used hunger control and who has lost a lot of weight, or someone who uses block on a daily basis. And then, think about all different types of personalities and how you can relate to them with those posts. If you are not using Facebook to search for posts, you need to start doing it. It makes life so much easier. So what I do is I search for these posts on Sunday night, and all I do is save them. And so, Monday when it's time to post, I'll pull that up and I'll post it. Another trick that I use is when I am searching for posts, you can actually, at the top, when you search for it, it will show you people in your network that have posted that keyword. And then if you keep scrolling down further, it'll be people that are not in your network. I always look through the ones that are not in my network. That way it's not the same post that's been going around for a really long time. Or I'm not posting something that Laura Lee posted last week. Whatever I'm posting, I want it to be fresh content for the people that are seeing my post. I also have a few Plexus girls that I follow that are not on our team, and I love the way they post. So I follow them, and I use a lot of their posts because I don't have any friends in common. One of them lives in Texas, one lives in Arkansas, one lives in Washington State. So we don't have any friends in common. We don't have the same networks at all. So I use a lot of their posts because I know that it's fresh. So, if you don't have those people yet, let me know and I can help you find some. But it took me a really long time to find girls that I love their posts and that post very similar to me. But once you find them, that's a great resource to use. So kind of think about how you want to post this week, and then I'm going to give us like 10 minutes to find posts and to save them. So,
what do you think about Joyum? Should we still be posting about it weekly?
yeah, I would definitely be posting about Joyum still. It's something that I need to post about more often. But yes, I would definitely keep posting about that.
Stories, but I kind of forget on Facebook.
On Facebook, yeah. And there's something else, post about, Lindsay's doing that Sugar Busters and Lorelei, that Sugar Busters group this week. Use some of the things that are on that, or save those posts for next week. Like you can save them for next week leading up to Halloween. I think that's another really great idea. Also, kind of my goal is to have one like wow post a week. Like every single post is not going to knock it out of the park, but to have one wow post, and then to think of a really interactive, engaging post to put before that. Typically towards the end of the week, when people are on their phones more. But I'll do like a really interactive post maybe on Thursday, and then on Friday I'll post this like really great Plexus post. But kind of think ahead like that, so that your posts have the most impact and get seen by the most people that you possibly can. Do you have any other questions about posting or how to find post? Okay. All right. So 10 minutes and go. Okay. Here's the timer. All right. So that's really it. I mean, it took us exactly an hour. But, you know, sometimes it takes an hour, sometimes it takes a little bit less. Just depends on today. We talked through things, like it wasn't just sitting there working. So I hope this was helpful. I hope this helps you guys break down kind of what Sunday night looks like, or what it can look like to help set you up for a really successful week. I would love if this is something that's helpful. I would love to do this every Sunday night and just kind of let different people take turns leading it. But it kind of gives us a chance to really regroup and plan out our week. So that's it. That's what I do on Sunday nights to get ready for the week. So hope this is helpful. And y'all have any questions? I'm going to turn the recording off.